myriad years around me, left over from a nuclear devastation. I focus, and the aberrant network in the flow of the warp returns. The synaptic cluster waits, with Gallian's staff at its heart. A lure, or a coincidence, I do not know. It is difficult to focus on the words around me. Through the haze I can see my brothers avoid discussion of the Black Rage while in my company. Knowing looks between priest and tech marine that the Primaris remain oblivious to. I fortify myself, a step diminished to an inch, facing the precipice we forever walk towards. I will take Gallian to this fortification and crush the Synapse network. My duty remains eternal. Synaptic Leader Cluster Node is present. Their fate will be extermination.
Aye, and there's false weaponry in those ruins as well. I can feel it.
Mission 9 requires us to secure Gallian's staff locked here behind this fortress that the Tyranids have overrun, and our primary objective is to eliminate the synaptic cluster, but we have no idea where within the fortress that cluster is. We are also getting to show off the Baal Predator here, getting to see what this massive tank is really able to do. Is it going to be able to hunt down the bugs as well as the number of points that we put into it? It costs 215 points to be able to deploy, so that's 3 squads of our normal intercessors. Can the tank do the heavy lifting? Let's find out. A really cool thing about the tank here is that they have the Storm Bolter. This is kind of a secondary weapon. It does not actually cost an action point to fire. You don't expect to be able to get too much out of it, but you do get that free attack every other turn off of the turret. And then you have your primary weapon, which is going to do most of the work for you. And that is going to function a lot better at being able to clear out these swarm units. Another beautiful piece about the tank is that it can actually function as mobile cover for your units. Your units standing behind it get the cover bonus. Of course, that's also going to apply to enemies here that end up right ahead of it. But I think my overall game plan here is going to be to push the squad up this rampart. This gives us central access to the fort, and then be able to expand and scout out for there for the synaptic cluster, whatever that is. I actually want to keep the Tech Marine away from this kind of corridor because that would lock him into not being able to support the machine units out on the flank. And he can still come up the walkway to be able to support the tank if so needed. The Hellblasters here, we have a couple last units we need to decide. I think that we throw the Intercessors and these Hellblasters around to get Overwatch pointed ahead of us, because we see the enemy warriors and we also see the gargoyles ready to come in and descend upon us. The priest can move along as well, and then this last unit of Hellblasters I might actually hold just kind of here in the back, ready to support the machine units, and keeping them far enough reserved that they should not be taking any damage. Brand new enemy type, the Trigon here. This guy is 400 health, very healthy, 7 armor, 10 evasion, 4 movement. His specialty is being able to burrow. So as an ability, I've played with this unit in multiplayer. As an ability, he can, for no action points, burrow 4 points to any space, and then he is susceptible to extra damage after he emerges from that burrow, but he also has an ability where he shoots out an electric shock to all adjacent spaces, doing area of effect damage. It's not too much damage, but here on Camp Commander difficulty, I fully expect that damage to really hurt. So we're going to want to be able to deal with him as soon as he pops out of his burrow because of that increased damage that he takes. Let's keep on pushing the tank up. In multiplayer, one of the strongest things about the tank is that it has a self-destruct ability. When it goes down, it's going to blow up and do damage to everything around it, but that is not necessarily an ability that I want to be showing off here in the campaign. I want to be able to keep it as alive as long as possible, so we will want to be careful with how we position here. Tactical precision. And then we'll see what other Tyranids lurk off here in the shadows. Not too many here. Oh, 100% to hit. These warriors are going to feel the pain. And the aggressors are ready to follow up with a melee attack. Things are coming together here. Time to see how tough this Trigon really is. Looking to be able to take advantage that he just emerged from his burrow and is going to be taking 35% more range damage. It also applies to melee damage, but I don't want to get up close to it right now. Ooh, softened it up quite a bit there, but it does also have just a considerable health pool. These units, I'm interested in coming around. They do have the jump pack, so they'll be able to reposition very easily. I'll move them back just a little bit for safety, and then swing across. Out here, we can move up. And then... yeah, I want to go into the Trigon because he's so vulnerable, but I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to finish him off. And if he gets a turn, he's only has a melee attack, so don't have to worry about any ranged moves out of that guy. Alright, can Gallian come in and do anything with his little pistol? That's what we are here to find out. The priest... yeah, the priest will come across to be able to do a heal. Pistol not very good at armor piercing, so not looking for... we're not expecting very much out of Gallian here. Out of action points. Did your jump pack oh, it's because he gave tactical precision to somebody.
On my honor.
We got hit with the Trigons. It's called his bioelectric pulse, where he's able to do damage to everything around him there. Thankfully, the AI is terrible at managing his burrow ability, so he popped it way too early and now is didn't have the ability to do that gap closer. He has to just kind of slink around to be able to get up close for a melee attack. And we bring the first one down. But it seems like the first of many here on this map. I kind of want to keep on scouting out to the side. I feel like these guys are very safe because of their jump packs, so we'll just see what is out there on the corner. Ooh, they have a Exocrine waiting for us here at the edge of the platform. Honestly, I just want the Predator to do damage, to trade hits with the Exocrine out here, because if I bring up a squad behind him to back him up, the Exocrine will have an opportunity just to blow that squad away. And I'm rather fond of keeping my Blood Angels alive, so we will do what we can to be able to keep that the case. I'm gonna use Cognax here as the cleanup crew for the gargoyles. Hopefully he's able to bring... No, he doesn't have enough shots. Or at least not enough accuracy out of the pistol to be able to finish the job. These Hellblasters have been blinded by the gargoyle venom, so they're not going to be very accurate here on the corner. Oh wait, Cognax did not heal Quindar, giving him another pistol shot. I probably would have preferred the heal on Quindar, but I will take the dead unit of gargoyles as my consolation prize. There's another stairway over here. The aggressors might look to see what space they can gain on that side. These intercessors can come forward. I don't want to go too far because the Exocrine's range is obscene. Exocrine firing into the tank. That is exactly what he is supposed to do. He is their armor-piercing unit, though. He really is more effective at dealing with enemy unit squads with his area of effect damage. We'll be able to clean out these venom throats with the bikes, I think. Oh no, 1 health. 1 health. Alright. We'll get him here. I want to make sure that nobody sneaks up on me on this side, so we'll do a little bit of scouting. Push up a bit. Alright, Quindar should have a field day here. Able to come in right behind the Trigon. Oh, 17 health left. That's what I like to see.
Squad ready.
Who finishes the job? The tank is looking a little overextended, and he's also staring down venom thropes along with the Exocrine ahead of him. I think he advances a little bit to get better odds on... I think I still go into the Exocrine. And my other units will lend support against the venom thropes when they advance. The Baal Predator has 9 armor. It's just so hard to be able to get through that and deal damage to it. So obviously it would do a lot better against enemy swarm units where they don't have as powerful attacks as either the Venom Throats or the Exocrine. No enemies out here. Very strange not to see enemy resistance. Oh, we can lob the grenades over to support. We'll do it. We actually have not seen any enemy swarm units at all so far on this mission. Very unusual. I think if I get under here, they will actually have cover against the Exocrine, so I will take that, and then we will leap forward. The Hellblasters could actually have range on the Venom Throats here. Here's a question. Does the priest gain momentum based on doing righteous exhortation?
And righteous before the eyes of the Emperor.
Doesn't look like he does. That's too bad. Well, at this point, the Exocrine is still a threat. It's really weird how that's glowing with the interaction with the line of sight. The Exocrine is still a threat, but I am hoping that the Baal Predator is enough of a distraction that he will not choose to target one of my squads and erase them from the map.
I am ready to help.
I want to cross the priest over to heal these Hellblasters, so he's going to be running around in the background here. These guys actually could take a long-range shot. Oh, they have better odds to hit the Exocrine? Well, then I'll put the damage out there. Doing an Overwatch with them I don't think would be very effective. They only did 11 health. Okay. Okay. Okay, my enemies. The Tyranids pulling out all the stops here. Exocrine coming across, whiffing the attack. We have sighted a Prime. So the Prime, incredibly dangerous Tyranid unit. 5 movement, 15 evasion, 6 armor, so pretty tough cookie to crack here. 330 health. He only has melee damage. He has the Synaptic Leader and the Endless Hunger. No. He has a trait that is True Killer, so when he eliminates a unit model, he has a 75% chance of getting another action, and he has 2 action points to begin with, so he can attack 3 times, up to 3 times, which is just devastating to try and fight against. We are going to want to eliminate him as soon as possible. What's kind of rough in dealing with him is all of his evasion makes him kind of an evasion tank. And then also, I mean, he has good armor as well, so there's no... The weakness in the Prime is that he does have to cross the distance. He doesn't have any range option at all. And here the AI decided to rush him forward using his action points to sprint so that he would just be able to close, overextending him, and we are able to bring down our very first Prime. Ooh, yes. A day that will be celebrated in the chapter. They have so many guys up here that I don't really want to push forward any harder, so we're just gonna kind of slink along this barrier for cover against the Exocrine, and we need to be able to deal with these Venom Throats that have tried to cut off our tank from the rest of our units. We just make it, so now it is time for the tank to unload on the Exocrine here. You start off with the off turret, able to do a little bit of damage, and then we do have to roll through the Toxic Presence, which is unfortunate, but then we can open up with the main gun. Able to get a lot more work done here. Wow, Quindar is actually almost able to drop the Exocrine from that insane range. I have a feeling that the Hellblasters here, given tactical precision, will be able to get the job done. We're going to move them up a little bit. I believe this will reduce his cover bonus. It looks like it does. 70% chance to hit. A lot of overkill here. But we were able to eliminate him before he takes another turn, which is the important part. Now I actually want to move away from the center of the map because that's where enemies can just come in as reinforcements and then immediately be able to strike these guys without me being able to plan or mitigate, find cover, any of the above. Okay, the aggressors are reminding me here why early on in the campaign I liked them so much, able to do a ton of damage in melee and just be so durable. Really, the durability is the winner out of their kit. Taking a lot of low odds shots here. Not the best, but at least they're able to get a little bit of work done if we can just barely pick off these the venom thropes. It will be useful for us. Okay, now it's time for our Inceptors to do what they do, though their guns up against the Tyrannifex are not in their preferred place. None of these units are very strong against the Tyrannifex's armor because he has 9 armor. I could throw the melee attack. It would be able to do plenty of damage, but it would mean that they get counterattacked as well. Okay, Gallian, it is your time to shine. These guys are going to wait for a heal. These units are going to hole up behind the tank. I wanted to spread them out so that they don't take a massive hit from the acid spew that is going to be coming out of the Tyrannifex very shortly. We'll lay in here with the chainsword to be able to get a little bit of damage done. And he used tactical precision already, so Gallian is done. Yeah, the aggressor is not happy not being able to heal them. We'll try this. We'll see if the AI takes the bait of a juicy 2-squad acid attack. It would require them moving the Tyrannifex up and then not attacking the aggressors.
I'll keep them out.
Not a chance. Well, we have lost the aggressors, but we have gained pretty good footing here on the rest of the map. And we're very close to being able to secure Cognac's staff, or Gallian's staff for Cognax. You gotta love these sci-fi names. We still have not found the enemy's synaptic cluster, which is bothering me a little bit. It does give us time to be able to push on and take the staff, which I like. And otherwise, I suppose the best play could actually be pulling our units back together. We've gotten pretty dispersed here. We want to pull back together in the fortifications so that as the enemies inevitably receive reinforcements from outside of the map, we will be able to kind of hole up here and have better defensive positioning. Okay, so now we have new challengers approaching. I want these guys to switch positions. Ugh. It's so awkward. I would be able to have extra movement points, but Cognax is the more important one to be able to rush forward because he wants to be able to grab the staff. I believe he has to be the one to do it, to complete that portion of our mission. Where do I want to move the tank?
Inceptors waiting to launch.
Hey, we'll jump the Inceptors across and surprise these warriors. We didn't see any other movements on the all specs of other guys behind us, so I feel a little bit more confident that I'm not just overextending these Inceptors to their death. So I'm going to move those up. And then Quindar still has an extra attack here. Yeah. We win the shooting fight against Tyranids every single time. Oh no. It's so close to going down. Can the bike from all the way across town make the shot? It can. Fantastic. Now, we saw enemies looking to approach out in this direction. So we'll leave a bike back to be a vanguard. Here's a question. Can Carleen actually activate here? No, he is not the one. It has to be Techmarine Cognax, as it says up there. Cognax has his name on that mission. The buck hunt is going well. We're going to be able to secure our Gallian's staff, so that is one of our objectives here. And then, does the Stormbolter have range? It does not. We'll swing the tank down. I guess bringing the tank up here is probably a mistake. Okay, now we have to eliminate the Synaptic Cluster, and it says 6 remaining. I'm wondering if that means just Tyranids in general, or if it refers to only the Tyranid characters that have the Synaptic Leader trait. In either event, we will find out. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's just finish these guys off first. Okay, then we run Quindar up here to be able to lay into the gargoyles along with these Inceptors. The Hellblasters up on the high ground is more desirable to me. Okay, so the countdown is just to remove all of the Tyranids remaining. Doesn't matter what kind. Let's see. I'm gonna leave the bikes out here. I'm pretty sure that I've noticed... That's a terrible Overwatch. I just wanted to change this facing. There we go. Overwatch out here. I'm pretty sure that I've seen Tyranid reinforcements coming from that direction of the map. Okay, let's find where these guys far out in no man's land actually are. There we go. We got some warriors out here. I think if I advance one more, it still will not trigger. There we go. 70% chance to hit. And let's soften up these warriors. Now that we have a spotter, are the intercessors able? They are. Oh, it's so much range on them. Okay, so then... Okay, Gallian. You're gonna throw up the jump pack. You're gonna hop across. You're going to give them tactical precision as well, so we're just going to stack all of the buffs onto this one unit. Tactical precision comes in, and now they have 76% chance to hit from all the way across the map. Ooh, it hits hard. Okay. I think if they move any farther forward, it will trigger the Overwatch. Not that Overwatch from 2 warriors is that scary. But I don't want to take unnecessary damage on my bikes. They are fragile enough as it is. I'm going to leave that other bike out there as a spotter for right now, and I'm going to see, do we have a Hellblaster just anywhere in the neighborhood able to bring down this last guy for me?
Your orders.
No. Wait. There we go. 34% chance to hit. Not good odds.
Inceptors waiting to launch.
He has 7 health. Okay. So now we throw an Inceptor with a jump pack all the way out to be able to bring him down. And Quindar will keep on. Oh, he's activated the Overwatch. I was hearing weird audio in the corner of my ear. There we go. Two remaining.
They cannot stop me.
There's some Venom Thropes. And some more Venom Thropes. They're so slow they haven't been able to join the battle yet. Embarrassing.
Standing by.
Is it just me or are these battles in the campaign actually getting easier? I didn't think that that was ever going to be the case playing here with how challenging the first couple missions were, but it does seem like we are gaining ground on the Xenos. I guess as you get better unit diversity, you're going to be able to get a leg up. The biggest tip that I can give to anyone playing this campaign is push your units into melee with the enemy because the AI has no idea how to handle a zone of control. The AI does not care at all if they put units within one of your unit's zones of control, and so you get all these free attacks, and it just makes the enemies look stupid. Which, to be fair, as like buggy Tyranid creatures, I guess is about right. We've removed their synaptic leaders. They don't understand how to fight.
The Synapse leader cluster has been eliminated. The network weakens.
Had I more time, I would find a way for Quindar to use this relic. A precautionary measure until he can return to the Arx Angelicum.
I understand your concern, Brother Progenax. But we race Leviathan itself. and should not further risk the safety of this historic relic. I can bide my humors myself. For now, call for the Logisticium, Lieutenant. They should return this force staff to the chapter armory with haste.
Well, I would love to be able to get my hands on that relic myself to be able to bring against the Tyranids, but it looks like that is not the case. We have been able to recover it for the Blood Angels, however, and it seems like the campaign is getting easier and easier for us. Looking forward to the next episode and seeing where this goes, because we are about halfway through the campaign. So I'm wondering how much more diversity we're really going to get to see in the latter half of the campaign. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.